on, Mike? Hello, my name is Ray Converse. I recently read about something that happened in Boston back in 1919. The Great Molasses Tragedy. You ever hear of it? Apparently Boston was big for molasses back then, and what happened was that this huge tank, big enough to just fit inside of a baseball diamond, and as high as a 5-story building, burst open, and a giant wave of molasses rushed through the streets at 35 miles per hour. Now, I'm not a great swimmer to begin with, but when I even think of trying to swim or even move through thick, sticky molasses, my chest tightens up. 35 people drowned. Can you imagine? In molasses? That thought stayed with me, but I only just realized why I couldn't shake it. Our entire industry has been swimming in molasses these last 5 years. Back in 2012, there was a lot of hype and rhetoric going around to new technologies and newly empowered consumers. But that's all it was, hype and rhetoric. At least that's what we thought at the time. We were coming off of the Great Recession, and the economy showed signs of improving, even if slowly. Maybe it was wishful thinking on our part, but we thought, no, we knew that things would return to the status quo. Our job was simply to keep away the barbarians at the gate, companies like Zillow and Trulia, and defend the value proposition we'd always offered our clients. Truth is, we were just burying our heads in the sand and pretending that things hadn't already changed. The 2012 election saw DC become even more polarized, paving the way for 4 more years of gridlock. The trick to this was that it looked like a bit of a blessing, since it meant that not much was going to happen and our status quo was safe. Consumers were still cautious about entering the market, still recovering from the Great Recession. But give it time. That was our buzz phrase back then. Give it time. Business as usual, Sam. Things are bouncing back. We didn't want to see it, but consumer expectations had already shifted for good. Especially the younger ones, that they wanted a different kind of relationship with their agent. And Sam, like a lot of agents, was only going to buy it for so long. Sam was younger generation, and he was getting frustrated. Why wouldn't he? The world was moving forward without us, and all we were giving him was business as usual. Things are bouncing back. So 2015 hits, and now there's no denying that things are changing, and have changed forever. The falling membership numbers we'd already been seeing rocketed. Sam was gone. A lot of others just like him. Not only were they frustrated with us for being slow-moving and risk-averse, they were questioning their future. What with commissions declining, and then believing that we were content working with a stuck business model? They were also pissed off that advocacy spending was increasing when housing policy obviously didn't need any defending, given the situation on the Hill. Not since Moses parted the Red Sea has there been an exodus like this. Even some of the high-profile brokerages left the association feeling we were too out of step with the times, and that their survival depended on exploring more innovative strategic directions. Of course, not to be outdone by the internal troubles, Zillow was still out there, and Trulia. They were done being purely information providers and wanted to be part of the transaction. But what made the perfect close these last 5 years? A big lobbying scandal started, a huge black backlash against the super PACs. Large advocacy groups with thought guilty by association, and almost overnight, the great reputation of trade organizations like NAR was destroyed. So the argument is that maybe we could have avoided all this with bolder leadership and more future-facing strategies. Is it true? I don't know. But what I do know is that sometimes things get worse to teach us that it's up to us to make them better. And if there's a silver lining to any of this, it's that all those frustrated agents who left organized real estate, the young guys as well as the guys like me, they're out there creating innovative solutions on their own. And that'll be good for the industry. A new entrepreneurial spirit that might keep us from drowning and lift us out of the molasses. Just like a phoenix rises from the ashes. We will fly again. Eventually. That was read by Ray Converse.